Okay, so that's a bit of a different intro. Welcome everyone, welcome to the first part of a new series, Trails in the Sky, the third. We just finished the second chapter and we're going straight into the next one. And basically it looks like we're starting with a Liberl Bible verse, maybe? Because that's what it feels like to me. An entire different opening screen for me to watch every time I start the game. Very, very nice. Alright, so today we're gonna start Trails in the Sky the third. I have zero expectations on what this is gonna be about, because the second chapter felt like the end of a story. Like, we basically took down the Aureole, Wiseman is no more, Orbor still exists, so that's probably an avenue we're gonna touch upon. And of course, Estelle and Joshua are together, and Joshua feels like he needs to redeem himself all over the country for all the things that he's done, and Estelle will of course go with him. So, will we follow them in their redemption arc, or are we gonna follow a different kind of story? Well, I think the only way to find out is just to actually start the game. I think that's the best way to go about it, right? So let's just start straight up, and we will talk a lot more during the game itself. Alright. Normal as always, which I always do when I start a new game. Do we get an option to load our old data? Yes, of course. Yeah, look at that, 122 hours of playtime, which of course is a lot longer than normally when people do it, but that's mainly because it's a let's play. So I do a lot of things around it, checking things out, leveling the characters up, that kind of stuff, instead of actually focus on pushing through. Still, I think even if you just play it on your own, it's a very long game, and I loved it. Year 1203 of the Septian calendar, fall, just over half year since the Liberl arc collapse. Cruising through the night sky above the Cruzen province in eastern Erebonia. Was the Reinford Company's latest display in luxury, the Lusitania. That's a very big, very luxurious airship. I wouldn't mind traveling on something like that. And a sigil in front for a horse. That Reinford's company logo. The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky, the third. If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending to this party today. And as I'm sure you're all aware, this is the most auspicious day. Kevin? That's Kevin, isn't it? Ah, yes indeed. On this historic day, 10 years ago, this fine company... Then who's the woman next to him? You don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought to at least try and feign interest in what he's saying, Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here? Ooh, that I do. He is a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100-Day War, and one of the Empire's most wealthy men, despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Reinford group, and now is serving on their board of directors. His record makes for the most impressive read, that much is certain, although I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper. Oh my, you best refrain from making such remarks. That mask of yours may disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them. No, that's a terrifying prospect. I can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water. I must say, I find you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps? Or maybe even a government official? I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, this ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of arch in the sky. Well, it is the Rheinfurt's latest model. One would expect nothing less than art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest ship in the world. It is 120 arch across, so they're probably right. Is it bigger than the Glorious? To be honest, I doubt it. Unless the Glorious has been totally destroyed, together with the Oriole, because I don't think we actually saw what happened to it, right? Because we didn't destroy it. As far as most of the world knows. You certainly know how to make a lady curious. But even with the mask, it is no secret that you're so young. Practically still a boy. I wonder how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with that aura of mystique. Well, seems the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I ought to make my daring escape before I give away anything more about myself. If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping you company. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting the night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know? We could even take this chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room. Oh my. Is she coming on to us? I would be honored to, fair lady, but only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Meanwhile, I'll refrain from asking why your room would not be a more acceptable location. And now thank you for not forcing me to bring up that oaf of a man. Well, the party's in full swing now. This chance is as good as any. His private room is on the highest floor of the ship and the other side on deck. Okay, let's get to work. Menu. Yes. No, we're not allowed to see who it is. But we know it's Kevin. Look at the hair. He can pull it back all he wants, but it's still in the same style as it normally is. Might I interest you in something to drink, sir? We have some well-aged Steinrose, if you would care for some. The Conrad Company might have made a lot of progress in the past 10 years, but that was all thanks to the Rheinfurt Group. They couldn't have done a thing by themselves, so they've got no right to trying to act big. And they need to realize their place. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Yes, I said that no mask can hope to disguise the beauty of your ivory white skin, of the luster of those fine red lips. Aren't you the flatterer? Damn, she definitely gets around. Kevin, I don't know if it's wise to go to her room with her. Well, your room, actually. Why does she have to choose a party like this to feel unwell? I hope she isn't faking it to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn? Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she's feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see. This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I'll have to be sure to make the most of it tonight. I couldn't agree more there. The air of the capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all my time off in my villa to the south. Here on the Lusitania, we will be striving to meet your every need. So please, do let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Anything? Do need my room cleaned, actually. The chefs here ordinarily work at my hotel, I'll have you know. They may have been working in a different environment with different equipment than usual, but that is no excuse for slacking off. Perhaps I'm going to need to keep a watchful eye on them to ensure they don't slip. Oh, stop it, Dad. You're just embarrassing yourself. We're here as guests today. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, not concerning ourselves with a party organization. Now hurry up and greet that Conrad fellow. Today's dish of choice is steamed abalone with cream, made to the highest of standards by our chefs. I must insist you try it. I'm certain you'll become a fan. Oh, pardon me, but have you seen my wife around, have you? I keep telling her not to go wandering off without telling me, but she never listens. Hold on. Hey, could this be Madame Frisky's oaf of a man? Could we tease him a little bit more? Why, yes, I should probably have it now before it starts getting cold. I'll take that tart there too, if you don't mind. Madam, Oh, what a surprising coincidence to find you here. I wasn't aware that you had been invited to this party as well. Did it happen while you were in Bareahart, buying furs perchance? Oh yes, actually. Oh yeah, that's of course the thing now, right? Because we're now in a different region, so we're hearing about all different locations we haven't heard about. More world to learn about, more to explore. That would be amazing. Even though I feel like Trails in the Sky is a Liberl arc, so I'm pretty sure we will stay mainly in the same region. Still, I would very much appreciate it if you could keep this a secret from my husband. Oh, I wouldn't dream of telling him. Ah, yes, you still have much to learn about the ways of the world, young man. The national government is more or less a coalition of civil servants, with all their flaws and weaknesses. You can get anything out of it as long as you know the right buttons to push. Who does that upstart chancellor think he is? All he's done since marching into politics from out of the army is pass one unpleasant law after another. I can't understand how he thinks. Where's the benefit in appeasing commoners all the time? Well, he probably was a commoner himself before he joined the army. So he's helping his own fellow men. There's plenty of entertainment to look forward for this evening. Fräulein Lucille concert will be the beginning soon, and at 11 we will be holding an opera. Be sure not to miss them. Being a part of the vast Rheinfurt group, the Conrad Company certainly has strong backing to support it in working towards a greater growth. After all, the Rheinfurt group is immensely successful, and it manufactures everything from military weapons to household goods. Perhaps I should consider increasing my investment in the group, I must say, I'm impressed at just how reliable the security guards at today's party appear. I'd been thinking it was about time to recruit some new personnel to my own private army too. Perchance, I ought to ask Conrad where he found these people. I might be able to recruit some of them too. I apologize for our boorish presence here in this most elegant occasion. I'm afraid it is necessary evil in order to ensure the safety of our guests. All that I can do is ask for your understanding. Very professional. Please, pay us no mind. We are merely here so that you might enjoy this party to the fullest. You certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad. There aren't many who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky. Oh, absolutely. If my guests are satisfied, then I have done my job. Still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us. Quite the gathering we've got here. It looks like Marquis Bellet, known for his extravagant spending. And this guy's the president of that one big jeweler, Corys & Co. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while. Can I help you? The safety of this party is guaranteed so long as we are here to ensure it. So please, rest easy and enjoy yourself. You could learn a bit about manners, you. Ooh, did you see that? Was it a ghost or someone that was very stealthy, like a ninja? Strange. I felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Ah, forget it. I've got work to do. Ooh, the plot thickens. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship, on the other side of the deck. Time to move. So we're going down as far as we can in exploring everything. May I see your invite, sir? This you mean? The masked man swiftly presented his invitation. Ah, my apologies, sir. This is merely a precaution in order to secure the safety of our lovely guest here. Oh, don't worry about it. I understand. Such lovely rooms. Ooh, our first item of the game. Terra Bomb. The treasure chest reveals itself to be a crafty mimic and licks your unsuspecting hand. Better break out the disinfectant. Hell yeah. Especially in these days and age. You can't even look at the items. Everything is blocked. Well, this is supposed to be the latest airship from Reinford. This certainly is comfortable enough to be. I'll have to try and travel on it again, whenever I can. Even the furnishing in these rooms all seem to be of the highest class. I have to say, I'm impressed. There's so many people on this ship, isn't there? I just can't seem to relax on board this ship. Everything is just so fancy and luxurious. It's all too much for an old man like me. This is the Lusitania's library. I hope you will enjoy your time relaxing here. Nope, we cannot read the books. Ooh. The bookshelf contains chapters of Cornelia. I'm just gonna scroll through it, because I can always read them in editing. I don't know if it's achievement wise or anything like that, so might as well read it, because they're apparently in every game. Probably a very important book. And why is the finale separate? Is it a bigger book by any chance? And of course, Cold Steel, one of the people in the comments, has provided me, of course, with the link to all the different books, so I can easily read them outside of the game. Which I cannot thank the person enough, of course. I think I just did chapter 5. Well, it was such a good chapter, I read it twice. Ooh, so many. How can it be a finale if it's multiple books? Ah, because it doesn't say 7 is the finale, it's 7 till the finale. Okay. Details. My attention span today is really low. I already forgot if I read everything. Okay, let's do... No? Not that one. That one I'm sure I did everything. Just can't make sure if I did 8 or not. Alright. This ship does have a fine collection of books. I wonder which I should read first. Please refrain from talking loudly when within this room, because it's a library and you never speak very loudly in a library. You're talking about when they couldn't use ornaments all of a sudden along the southern edge of Erebonia. I heard that even the trains and international flights in that region had to be stopped on account of it. I haven't a clue what caused it all, though I can't imagine it as anything that serious at least. So, in all those 6 months, nobody informed the public in Erebonia what happened in Liberl? Well, they might panic if they knew about a flying continent that negated all ornaments. There's something to say for that at least. There are rumors the cause was a new weapon developed by Liberl's army though. That sounds most serious to me, although it's hard to be sure since the government issued a ban on talking about the whole thing after the fact. And without any official announcements on the matter, we're all left with it's a hearsay. Okay, yeah, that's what you have as well. But if you don't inform the public, they start to think for themselves. And the things they can think of is way worse than anything that could ever be. So, there is something about having clarity about the situation, but it might have been an agreement they had with Liberl itself. Oh, please, excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest? The party is being held in a room at the end of the corridor, if you're having difficulties finding the way. Oh, thank you, miss. Ep Charge. The message. Remember, there's but one truth. Love is eternal. Well, I'm still trying to find out if that is true, so I cannot believe you just yet. Are you talking... Oh, are you taking a walk around the ship, sir? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping out onto the main deck? I find gazing up at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass time. I'm sure it really is. Whew. I guess the party over in the room at the end of the hall must be in full swing about now. Just you watch, one day I'll be rich and famous enough to go to the fancy schmancy parties too. Well, you won't get there by gambling. Are you an invited guest perchance? If you are, we would be happy to treat you as an official member of this club. So please do enjoy yourself and make use of the facilities on offer. Oh, hello there. Would you be interested in a quick game? Actually, I am, but I don't think I'm allowed to, because we're on a mission. You played rather well yourself. Well, what do you say to another game? I'm up for another. Well, that was a well-earned victory on your part. It's easy to tell you're a real veteran when it comes to card games. Would you like to do now, sir? This club is part of the Alicia chain of high-class clubs, which has its main branch in the capital. You would expect its employees to be trained to the highest caliber, and you would be right. And speaking of the highest caliber, perhaps I ought to sample some of the wine now. I hope you are enjoying yourself. I hope so too. Alright, it's time for me to make my wager. I'll put 300,000 mirror on red 21. A sharp choice. Ah, come on, black! Ah, it's gotta be black this time. It's been red 5 times now, the next one has to be black, surely. Please, do enjoy your time here. Still, do try not to get absorbed in your game. Everything is best enjoyed in moderation. Why do I feel like they're not talking about the gambling, but more about us playing this game? That we don't spend too much hours on this? I just am having a thought, cause Kevin, he was really low by the end of the last game. Will we be at a disadvantage when we have to fight with him? At least for the first couple of fights. Because I think he was like 65 instead of 80 compared to the rest. We'll manage, I'm sure. And after we've done like a handful of fights, he'll be right where he needs to be. EP Charge. We need to talk. Terror Bomb? Fine. Pine Fresh. Listen, son. I spent with the little money we have to just get you on the ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sight into your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way onto this world when you're older and make life easy for me. Damn. Talk about pressuring your own child. Jesus. So you want me to grow up and become a soldier and get famous and rich, right? If that lets me spend time on neat ships like this, sure, it's so cool. He doesn't understand the pressure he's putting him on. Hey, I kind of found an invitation to that costume party that's going on right now. What should I do with it? Oh, you idiot. What did you pick it up for? Those are only for the super rich people in the first class rooms, not the likes of us. But still. Excuse me, but this is the staircase that leads to the observation desk? Oh, yes, it is. Please, go on ahead. Thanks. Is he treating us with such reverence because he thinks we are the super rich? Probably. And again, horse logo. Whoops, wrong way. I need to head up the staircase. I wanted to explore more. Oh, might I ask what business you have in this area? If you're looking for the observation desk, you can reach it through those doors over there. If you're looking for the area where the party is being held, however, you will need to head down the stairs. So this is that new passenger air model I've heard so much about. Can't say I'm familiar with the sound of its engines anyway. I assume they must be a Doom model too. Could this man be blind? Because he's blocking the way out of here? May I help you, sir? Oh, no, sorry. Okay, so why are we not allowed in there? Now I want to be in there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, Lusitania, why are you so beautiful? I do wish your top speed was a little faster than 1000 APH. But nothing can beat you when it comes to sheer size or capacity. Fitting a whole 1000 people on board isn't something any airship can boast. Maybe the Glorious. And the Glorious has more weaponry as well. I'm sorry for calling you out here out of nowhere like this, but I so wanted to meet you. But then you came all the way on the ship just for that? You do know what will happen if my father finds out, don't you? Ooh. Starting romance? Stop right there. This staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry though, this isn't going to be your lucky day. What are you doing? Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. They don't seem that well trained either, and this will be cake. I sure wish every job was this easy. Let's go everywhere else. The doors are locked. I've got no business this way. Better get back to work. Wow, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now where's he hidden it? Flowerpot. Hey, I'm the perfect spy. I don't know where everything's hidden. There's a suspicious switch inside the potted plant. No, because if that's the case, I want to wait for it. I want to check the rest. This corner of the rock is oddly worn. Stand on it? Oh god, don't tell me there's like 100 switches in here or something. There's a switch on some sort behind the desk. No, First, let's see all the switches. There's a switch of some sort underneath the vase. Okay, so I'm not so special as I thought I was. Okay, so which one are we gonna press first? I'm saying this one is the most suspicious to me, because that's why I went to that plant first. Well, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that's not the only one? Now, where's the next one? Ah, so we need to press all of them. I doubt that's the last one. And this is the most logical one, because that's where it works. And here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that there's a panel with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered. I wonder. Really? It's gonna be Orpheus again? And why would it be the same? Is it linked in some regard, or is it just the cheeky wink to the previous game? I figured as much. Looked like my target this time is one of the toys our friend decided to spread around for fun. So basically, it's an item of Ouroboros he's looking for. Because this was their password. What's that? Must be an artifact of some kind. The Fool's Locket, huh? A forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as complete truths. Really not the kind of thing a shady weapons dealer should have in his possession. Come on, Kevin. You should have expected at least that much. What's going on here? What happened to the two who were guard here? Oh, they both fell fast asleep. Seemed like whoever did this used a dart or a spray of some kind. I think we're dealing with someone in the same business as us. We better keep him locked inside here until the party's over. You can give a report to Master Conrad after. What do you think the odds are that he's not acting alone? Judging by the security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there is a definite chance he's got some form of backup that just hasn't acted yet. I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests for the time being. We wouldn't want to let anyone slip through our sights. Did he just laugh at us? Something funny? Oh no. I just thought I should probably apologize for underestimating you. I'd written you all off as untrained Jaeger dropouts, but you've got more going for you than I was giving you credit for. Are you little? You've got guts, I'll give you that. I've got no idea how you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad is not a merciful man. Don't think you're gonna get out of this in one piece. You're in for such a world of pain, you'll wish you'll kill yourself while you had the chance. Well, that doesn't sound like a fun time. Sadly for you, I've already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that. What the? How? Oh yeah, probably should have said this earlier. You really might want to stand back from the door, like a lot. What just happened? No way. The door was designed to withstand a direct hit from an orbital cannon. Boy, you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with that one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you didn't give me much choice. Ah, there he is, the way he should be. Ah, this is a joke, right? A priest? Yep, I'm legit and everything too. So if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to them for an extra cheap as limited time offer. And you guys would have a lot to confess. Don't lend an ear to him. Let's do this. Aww, I was hoping for more of a what you charge people kind of reaction. Oh well, I guess I don't mind cutting the chase this time. Come get some. Alright. A little bit new menu. Smaller letters here. I like the outer design, but the letter that are smaller feels a little bit less nice to read or anything. I don't know. Seems weird to me at the moment, but we'll get used to it. No CP, full EP, art-wise, all the heal we want. Ascension. Blue Ascension, Petrified Tank, most of the same names as well. It's a good setup actually what he has. Crossbow Rage, Sacred Breath, Sacred Arrow, Metal Punishment, Gralsritter. A little bit different I think. Alright. So we could just go with, let's see what they have. Men in Black, look at that. 2600 compared to my 10,000. These has to be pushovers, come on. Let's give them the respect they deserve. And I mean, with respect, I mean, take them down as fast as we can, just to repay their efforts. Wow, your boss actually survived that. You can be proud of that, actually. But an arrow from so close to the face? That gotta hurt. Ah, they upped him to level 90 instead of the level he was in my game. Or was this his actual level instead of what he was when I was playing him? Because he didn't reveal his true intentions, and here he doesn't need to hide himself. That could be a way of looking at it. Aw, no Sepith, really? He's a Grail Knight. I'd heard rumors about them, but damn. And curious as I am, I'm probably better off not asking about what kind of rumors you've heard. Don't worry though, I'm only here for your client. So you go ahead and have a nice long nap on the floor, okay? You'll still live to see tomorrow. What kind of monster? Okay, I got what I came for. Now to get back to the party and wrap this job up. It sucks that I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer though. She was looking pretty darn fine and it was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. Then again, I should go be playing with fire too much, huh? Well, he's definitely not the priest that will not have a bit of fun. Alright, anything here for us to take as an extra? Nope. Can we now look at our menus? Yes, we can. Alright, 3 slotted orbments. Information, which is always very nice to have. Cast, cut, action. Like it's a really decent setup, but compared to what we had in the last game, could have gone one higher. Ooh, very nice picture. Ritter bow. No different things for him. Yeah. Alright. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it here. We stole the artifact. We are halfway through our mission. We got Kevin back to his normal attire. And I'm pretty sure when we are moving on forward from now, we'll be fighting a lot of the guards towards Conrad before... Are we gonna kill him or are we gonna arrest him in name of the church? I guess we'll have to find that out next time. So, as always, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue on to start this new chapter of Trails in the Sky. Bye bye.